Welcome back to Throne Talk, where we unpack royal news, drama, and everything in between. If you're new here, and let's be honest, this channel is fresher than Buckingham Palace's morning tea, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Trust me, you don't want to miss what we have lined up for you. Now let's dive into today's hot topic. The British royal family's annual income is getting a major boost in 2025, and people are calling it scandalous. Yep, you heard that right. The royals are about to get a hefty $56 million raise, bringing their total annual income to a jaw-dropping $165 million. Let's break it all down. So, where is this royal cash bonanza coming from? The answer lies in something called the sovereign grant. Think of it as the royals' paycheck, but instead of a direct deposit from a boss, it's funded by the Crown Estate's profits. And here's the kicker, the grant is pegged to a percentage of these profits, which have been booming lately thanks in part to investments in wind power. That's right, the royals are literally making money from thin air. Renewable energy? More like renewable wealth, am I right? Wealth, am I right? Now, not everyone is thrilled about this royal payday. Critics are calling it tone-deaf and, well, scandalous. And honestly, they might have a point. The UK is in the middle of a cost-of-living crisis. People are struggling to pay bills, schools and hospitals are facing budget cuts, and here we have the monarchy getting a $56 million bump. It's like someone throwing a lavish party while their neighbors are rationing tea bags. Not exactly great optics. And it's not just random internet commentators who are upset. Graham Smith, the CEO of the anti-monarchy group Republic, called the increase an insult to taxpayers. He argues that public funds should go towards essential services, not royal renovations. Which, by the way, brings us to another key point. A chunk of this money is reportedly going to the ongoing $462 million renovation of Buckingham Palace. You heard that right, nearly $500 million to spruce up the royal digs. If that doesn't scream priority spending, I don't know what does. Now, let's take a quick pause. If you're enjoying this deep dive into royal finances, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Throne Talk. We're just getting started, and trust me, you don't want to miss the royal tea we'll be spilling in the weeks to come. Alright, back to the story. So here's the thing. The royal family has said that a large portion of the additional funds will be used for these renovations, which are expected to be completed by 2027. But they haven't exactly broken down the numbers for us. And that lack of transparency is fueling even more criticism. People want to know, how much of this money is going to the palace and how much is going to other royal expenses? Because, let's be real, no one likes feeling like they're footing the bill without knowing where the money's going. Let's add a bit more context here. Crown Estate, which generates the profits that fund the sovereign grant, has seen significant growth recently, particularly from offshore wind projects. So, in a way, this increase in royal funding is tied to a very modern and progressive industry. But at the same time, it's hard to ignore the timing. With public services under strain, this kind of financial boost for the royals feels, let's say, awkward. But here's the million-dollar question, or should I say $165 million question. Is this raise really that scandalous, or is it just a misunderstood part of how the monarchy operates? On one hand, you could argue that the sovereign grant is a natural byproduct of the Crown Estate's success. The royals are, after all, a significant cultural and historical institution. On the other hand, the optics of this raise, especially during tough economic times, are undeniably bad. It's like wearing a diamond tiara to a soup kitchen. Sure, it's technically fine, but it's not exactly a good look. And let's not forget the growing calls for financial reform. Critics and campaigners are saying it's time to rethink how royal revenues are allocated. Should a portion of these funds go directly to public welfare? Should the monarchy be more transparent about its finances? These are big questions, and the debate is only heating up. So, what do you think? Is this $56 million raise a necessary part of maintaining the monarchy, or is it an out-of-touch move that highlights the need for change? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Throne Talk. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join the Throne Talk family where we keep it royal, keep it real, and keep it entertaining. Until next time, stay curious and stay royal. See you soon.